Here is my 2024 NFL mock draft. A couple trades, a couple surprises, so we're going to walk through a little bit here. Obviously, Caleb Williams going number 1 to the Bears. Then I have Jaden Daniels going to Washington. Number 3, now I think McCarthy either somehow makes it all the way to 11 to the Vikings, or the Vikings trade up and get him, or the Chargers trade Justin Herbert and take McCarthy at 5 or something. Those are all possible. But I'm just going to go with the fun one and say that the Patriots are going to dip back into the Michigan quarterback well, like they did with Tom Brady many, many moons ago. And they're going to draft a Michigan quarterback in McCarthy at number 3. Drake May, obviously, very popular pick here, or Daniels if May goes to Washington. Who knows? Next, I think Cardinals, they have so many needs. You just have to take the best player on the board, and that's, without a doubt, Marvin Harrison Jr. Don't overthink it. Take him. And then in this scenario, so a little different from like what a lot of popular mock drafts like experts are doing is I'm going to have the Chargers take Joe Alt instead of trading out of this spot. I'm going to think they keep Herbert, and they didn't like the offers from the Vikings or any other team, so they're going to stay pat. And then the Vikings, seeing that Drake May is still available, they jump all the way to 6, trade with the Giants. And the Giants could draft May, and they might trade up as well. But I'm going to have the Vikings trade with the Giants, give a couple of their picks, both their firsts, and they'll take Drake May. Titans obviously would have liked Joe Alt, but they will take J.C. Latham, another great offensive lineman from Alabama. Falcons get a nice edge player in Dallas Turner. My next trade, I have the Bills. So they see that the board is kind of working in their favor, and they would like to move up. So they desperately need wide receivers. They're going to make a trade with the Bears, and the Bears' second pick at 9, move up. I don't know what the hell they have to offer, but they're going to do it somehow. They're going to move up and draft Malik Neighbors, the LSU wide receiver. Probably the most popular besides Caleb Williams and Daniels, 1-2 there, or May. The Jets taking Brock Bowers, the tight end of Georgia, give Aaron Rodgers another piece because, hopefully he lasts more than 4 plays this year. And then, so the Giants, since they made that trade with the Vikings now, are able to get a wide receiver. And honestly, they could take Odunze here at number 6, and it wouldn't really be that much of a surprise. So they still get their guy at 11 and get obviously some draft capital back from that trade with the Vikings. This is a little bit of an Eagles fun biased one because I am a Eagles fan. Go Birds, baby. So I'm going to have a prediction. There's always a team that does not take the best available player in their position. So I'm going to have the Broncos here take Quinyon Mitchell at cornerback when they should have taken Terrion Arnold from Alabama. But since they took Mitchell, the Eagles say, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought we was finished. Psych. Move up, trade with the Raiders. Eagles have, I think, 2 second-round picks. So maybe they package that in their first. Move up from 22 to 13. They take a guy that they've been rumored to be trying to move up for in Terrion Arnold and add a much-needed boost to their secondary. We need some youth in that secondary, and he's a beast. So then some not so important picks. I have just some needs going on here. And then teams that made trades. So the Raiders end up taking Latu at edge, which is honestly a great pick for them after making that trade with the Eagles. And then another surprise. So the Giants are like, well, we could have had Drake May, but instead we traded back, got a number 1 wide receiver, hopefully. Well, not hopefully for me because I'm an Eagles fan, but hopefully for them. And then they're like, you know what, fuck it, Bo Nix, baby. He could go here in the end of the first or early second. You never know with quarterbacks. They always sneak one out in the end. But I have, Giants pick up a quarterback and a receiver. And then nothing else too crazy. Bears end up taking Xavier Worthy after the trade with the Bills. So they add the Bears all of a sudden. Hilarious. The Bears, like the Eagles, were these two teams that always had mediocre wide receivers. I mean, the Bears had Brandon Marshall at one point, but now the Bears have, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and if they add Xavier Worthy, that's a hell of a fucking three group of wide receivers. So you never know. And then rounding out, the Kansas City Chiefs finished the draft taking Nate Wiggins at cornerback after they traded Jerry Sneed, which is a fucking steal. I didn't realize he was still sliding on my draft board by the time I got to the Chiefs, and I was like, that's a pretty great pick for them. So that's my picks. Obviously, maybe one or two things will actually happen, but it's always fun to make scenarios. So let me know what y'all think.